Okay, so I just bought some preps and I figured I would talk about this. I'm going to keep doing this as I splurge on some more stuff that I consider prep related. Uh, First thing I got this week was fans. I got these on Amazon. You can get the two of these 12-inch fans for $66. It was like $75 with tax and all. And my thing is, at that price point for this size of fan, these are 12-inch fans and they are the right size to get efficiency out of a solar battery. So this is a good powerful fan, but it's a small enough motor that it's not going to drain your battery and shit because it's only a 12-inch fan. And with two of these, I figure that's probably enough. I've got some small USB fans too. And really, the reason you want like a fridge with cool drinks and fans is to keep yourself from overheating in the summer. Uh, in Oklahoma and Texas, this is a big deal. So this was a big hole in my preps that I wanted to fill immediately. I wonder if I just share the whole screen. If I can, it might be, yeah, let's do that. Okay, well, now we can at least talk about different things. This is one I didn't buy because I have knives, but I wanted to buy this and realized that I didn't need to. If I was looking for a knife right now, this would be the belt knife that I'd probably buy. I really like this thing. I want to get one to review. It it's on my list of shit to have. It's just I'm gonna have to wait on this until I have a job because I have plenty of knives. I keep wasting money on more knives because I love knives and they're cheap. Like $120 for this, I think is a really good deal. And then I believe this was the fans. Yeah, these fans are just a super good deal. I guess they're $68 now. Let's look at the other sizes. So they have 18-inch fans for 105. And I looked at these, and basically you lose a lot of efficiency going from 12 to 18 inches. Um, I'm guessing these are much more powerful fans, but again, I'm looking for sustainability off of solar, and I'm looking to put all this in a van too. And 12-inch fans are easier to pack. Two 20-inch fans for $120, not bad. Although I think I'd go with the 18-inch because that's really not that big of a difference. Although you could be like, that's only $10 difference to get the big ones. I don't know. While we're here, this is something else I want, but I don't have the money for right now. I would love to have one of these just to recharge my purse batteries. I don't know what else to call those. They're little USB rechargeable batteries. Like you can charge a phone off of them. I have a couple of these. They're made by Anchor. This Jackery solar rig would just charge those, and it's $179. And I'm gonna buy this eventually, but I don't know at what point down the road this is gonna be my backup solar system for the van. I want to have that 200-watt panel on the roof. This is going to be folded up as a backup. I think it's a good backup. I'll be spending as much on the backup as I did on my primary panel, and this is only 60 watts, which isn't much, but it will charge little batteries like that. And I'm planning on getting either this thing or a Energizer one. I'm leaning towards this, but maybe the Energizer one will be here in the related products. The Energizer one is only $139, where this Blue Eddy is $299. I already have a Blue Eddy EV70S, and I'm gonna dedicate that to running my fridge, and I'm gonna get one of these or one of those energizers to have in the front side of the car to kind of power an office. Like this would be powering laptops and charging phones and whatever without running a bunch of lines and whatever. It's easy just to buy another one of these and then I'll have a backup for everything. And this is the new hotness from Bluetti. It's only $300 and it charges super fast, and it would probably even run my fridge. Okay, and that's the thing is, as a backup, this is a hell of a backup. The other Bluetti I have is twice this expensive, and it's a lot bigger, and it has a lot more capacity and power and everything. Like it's a bigger system. But this would be cool to have as a backup and a portable system with that Jackery panel, and just like I said, to have the office powered in the front side of the van, because I'm going to turn the front half of my van where the driver's seat is and the passenger seat into a closet slash office that still fits two people in it. Like you'd have to empty out the closet to fit in a passenger, but I want to have that ability. Down the road I might have somebody with me or something like that, and they'll need some place to ride, and if so, then we'll just take less stuff with us. But if you don't have another person, you can just pack that whole area with your luggage. Pack it in backpacks and stack it all on top of each other. Leaves your entire like bed as a cargo room for fucking what's it called, food and whatever else you need to carry. So the other thing I bought is this. I know this is stupid, but I wanted like a sickle to like harvest crops and shit with to have in my tool bag, because I think it's cool. And I think this looks like a karate tool or some shit. So I'm going to buy it and tiger stripe it, and it's going to be my gardening implement. We'll see how it is as a weapon too. I'm very curious on that. Another thing that I wasted money on, 100%. This is totally a waste of money. This is I am running a YouTube channel here, and I need props, and I need this. You'll see what this is for, but basically I want to paint this and have a fucking like shield, because I think it's cool to have a shield, and this is kind of a modern shield. And if you did need a shield in a modern context, this is small, lightweight, portable, shieldy. I'm going to modify it for use with spears. I was watching some guys in Europe do double spear and rotella, which this is like a modern rotella, is a round shield from Italy. And you can take Cold Steel Bushman and this thing and have the modern version of that for not much money. This thing was $60. You could probably use it as is. To modify it, I'm going to paint it on the inside, and you'll see how I do that when I do it. And then I'm going to replace that big ass handle with one that's made of parachute strap webbing, and it'll allow you to hold a second spear in that hand. And I really want to have a shield to play with my Cold Steel Bushman with, and that's 100% what this is. Will I ever use this? Probably not, but I think it's kind of cool. I wanted a shield. This is like a toy. I wanted a toy, so I bought myself a toy. It's a toy / art project. I don't know. The other part of me wanted to buy two of these and paint one of them like Captain America and give it to my nephew. I think that kid would love to have this fucking riot shield painted like Captain America. What kid wouldn't want to have that? Should I do that? Should I waste $60 on getting my nephew one of these and painting it like Captain America? I'd have to buy the paint to do that, so it'd probably be more than $60. Probably more like $100 I would spend making him a Captain America shield. He needs something like that, though, man. I worry about that kid. One of those, like, he doesn't have a dad in his life right now, and he's a young man. He's going to be kind of lost, and it sucks. It sucks even more that like his mother really doesn't like our family at all. And honestly, if you were that kid's mother, would you let that kid hang out with me? There's some of that. Well, that's what I've been prepping. Next week, or in a couple weeks, whenever, I basically I go and I get paid, and I spend the money that I'm going to spend on shit that isn't food and weed on preps. And I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I've prepped, and I took care of food and shit a long time ago. So now I'm kind of trying to square away other things, and I'm picking a big one that I want to do each week. And like this week was the fans. And because the fans were relatively a cheap, big thing to do, I also did the shield this week because, you know, you got to have fun. Like, this is the end of the world, and I want to have some samurai armor and a fucking shield. And I'm a nerd. I'm going to do nerd shit. If you are not being you at this point after all the COVID and all the craziness, I feel sad for you. The world is going nuts. You might as well be yourself. I guess myself likes to have a riot shield. And I really think that my nephew would freak the fuck out if he even saw my shield that I was actually carrying, much less the Captain America one. I think if he saw mine, he would be thinking of Captain America. And that's what really makes me want to have one ready, already painted for him with that big riot handle on it as Captain America so he could play Captain America. Because, like, really, I guess the danger is it is a polycarbonate riot shield. He could hurt another kid or something with it, potentially. But I don't know. It's a plastic shield. My thing is, like, rifles kind of make most shields useless. But a riot shield like that for melee weapons, I think, is a thing that's worth having. It's kind of like that bump helmet that I've got, the skateboard helmet. Does it keep you from getting knocked unconscious when you run into a door frame? Then it's worth having on your noggin. The riot shield, if you're in a situation where people are going to be using baseball bats and shit against you, maybe you should have riot shield. You know, some pieces of equipment are, more useful than others or whatever. I just think shields are cool and I want one. I'm admitting that this is a nerd thing, and I already bought a buckler and painted it. I started looking at other shields and was like, I really quickly made the journey all the way from I'm buying a $20 cold steel buckler to now I collect medieval weapons made modern. And now I'm, after I get the shield and modify it, I'm going to buy a second cold steel Bushman and make another spear. That's going to be the thing I do with when I buy the medical kit. I order another Bushman and buy another broom handle. Do what you love. Prepare and do what you love. What do I say? Like, if you're thinking about spending money on going to the movies, don't buy food and weapons. That's my thing with like that riot shield is if I didn't spend that money on that riot shield, what would I do with that money? I'd probably go out to eat or fucking go to the movies. And that's not worth it to me. The riot shield added to the fucking pirate horde, that's worth it to me right now. And I'm hoping to eventually have a giant chest of gold coins sitting under my fucking like samurai armor stand of fucking shit in my like pirate castle. Those are my goals. And honestly, I think if your goals aren't similar to that, given what's going on, you are not fully appreciating the nature of the world right now. I never really much cared for living on the grid in the before times. I really don't like it now. Prep. Buy your shit. Get prepared and stay that way, man. Thanks for watching.